Welcome or welcome back to The Whole Bucket. I am Cheryl, and this is the official return of the birth month journals. This is number 1. I have done a May birth month journal, and I am going to show you what's inside here. We're going to do a flip through. A lot of my flip throughs are for inspiration purposes. Watch as I pick this stuff up and I will chat with you. But yeah, inspiration purposes is a really big reason why I do flip throughs. This particular flip through, however, is also to let you know that these are returning, and this is the first one that will go in my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop has been empty for quite some time, and I'm very happy to get something back in it, and this is a wonderful start. So the stuff that you saw me pick up is going to be inside this journal in this little bag because it's leftovers. So I like to give some leftovers to whoever has one of my journals so that they can play with that whenever they wish to and add it in whatever way they wish. So I see I got some glare going on. Let me tip this. There we go. So you can get a good look at this cover. Yeah, I left the label blank. You can name your journal whatever you want to name it. I have 2 charms on here. They're both on bulb pins, so they can be taken off and put elsewhere in the journal if you wish. One is a dragonfly and one is an owl. And I was going to just do a ribbon tie on this, a removable ribbon tie on this journal, and then I realized that I cut up the ribbon and used it in the book. So I'm going to find a new ribbon, and it will come with a new ribbon. But let's get looking at this inside. I'm not going to talk too much about what this is or why I did it. I'm just going to do this flipping through. So the tags are backed with tea-dyed paper. Most of them are from one particular kit that I got off of an Etsy shop, and I believe it's Ink and Page. I will link it in the description box because she does fabulous work, and I think her name was Deborah, and she just does amazing stuff. And if you are ever interested in purchasing a kit and printing it out and seeing what you make with it, I highly recommend her shop. So this is just a belly band with a bunch of stuff tucked in it. And here's something funny. The only reason this much stuff is tucked in here, right, is because I couldn't get it to stay in. And the only way to get it to stay was to overstuff the belly band. So there you go. Lots of writing space, lots of gluing space, tea-dyed paper, printed and lined paper. This is by and large a writing journal, I think, but I mean, it's just like every other journal that I make anyway, that you could do whatever you want with it, right? So there's a tag back there. There's a card right here. And then this is an envelope with a card that pulls down. And it just tucks in the flap. Oops, I forgot to close the front. Let's flip back just a second. There we go. So the center of the book is just a big open page for the most part, except I had to add a dragonfly because it needed a dragonfly. And then I have paper clipped this particular tag to it. This tag, I meant to do more with this tag, and I never did. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, so it just has this this crystal pull tab, and it's a paper clip tag. So, you know, whatever the new owner wants to do with it, I suppose. And there is more. You see latent printing, so the pages have designs in them and lines that you can just barely see, but enough to give it some interest, but still be writable or gluable or anything. And then we get to the back. So that's the signature. The signature is very simple. Lots of writing and gluing space. Here's another tag. I love this tag, so I didn't do a lot to it. It's slightly embellished. And I tucked another piece of tea-dyed paper behind it just to give the page some body and keep that tag in place. And then it has a little tiny tag because I like little tiny things. Yeah, tucked right in there. And then at the back end of the book is, let's see, so there's this girl at the front. She's part of the digital kit that I bought, right? And I thought that this one looked like the same girl, only older. So now she's grown up. And I decided she's an author. Sometimes I tell myself stories when I create books. And in this case, this young lady grew up in a country home, right? Grew up in an old English style country estate home. And she read a lot. And she had a very rich fantasy life. So she dreamed of the fairies in her yard and garden and hung out with the birdies. And she became a writer. And there she is. And then this side flips out also. Has a couple more cards back here. And in here. And in here. And that is the end. The end. I didn't put my little signature card back here yet. That will be right here. And then I will tie it shut with a new ribbon. The end. There it is. Sorry about the glare, guys. I will, I think it's because of this black background. I mean, I need to stick with the white. Yeah, see, I need to stick with a lighter background. Maybe I need to reshoot the whole video. I'll decide later. Anyways, this is going up in my Etsy shop. And this is part of a kit available on Etsy with another artist. And I will link her information and my information in the description if you have any interest in this particular birth month journal or any other birth month journal. The rest of them will be coming up. Thank you for watching.